you look at it, what's a workable contract or situation for the Browns quarterbacks in 2025? I know you've addressed this on the Browns 3D show.
Well, first things first, everybody needs to understand one thing. There's no beautiful name out there. I mean, look, everywhere you go, there are going to be guys with some warts. It's, David, we mentioned this before. It is great that they are most likely, moving on from the Deshaun Watson situation, which was such a titanic for them as an organization. But it is not the best time in the world to be going to build a new quarterback room. Daniel Jones is a name you seriously have to consider. And, look, oh, well, I get it, man. I do. But we are talking about a guy that did get his team to the playoffs in 2022, did win a road playoff game in 2022 where he accounted for 400 total yards and 2 touchdowns. Guys like that are a front runner. The the Cousins thing, a lot of that's going to come down to health. And, how much more can he be? Was that something that was really holding him back? Because when you equate in age to the injury, you can say, hey, he's never going to get it back. Or B, maybe it just takes him at that age longer to get it back. Justin Fields, certainly a name to kick around. I'm not even joking when I say after watching Week 18, I would ask the Patriots if they would be interested in moving on from Joe Milton, just because there's a lot there to work with. Jalen Milroe is going to be a name that is going to be talked about a tremendous amount between being linked to the Cleveland Browns. His offense coordinator in 2023, his best year, certainly in Alabama, is now the offense coordinator here with the Cleveland Browns. Bubba Ventrone, the Browns special teams coach, will be the head coach for the team in the Senior Bowl that Jalen Milroe is playing for. There's a lot of connections right there. He's not a guy you're going to have to spend pick number 2 on. You could trade down. You might have to go somewhere in round 1 to get Jalen Milroe, who's ridiculously good athletically. He's a very focused student. He's really worked his butt off. He needs a lot of work. He needs a lot of work on his throwing mechanics. He kind of just has a one arm angle, fire everything, which certainly, needs to be tweaked and worked with. He's not going to play right away. But you're bringing in 3 guys and most likely DTR to go to camp next year. Look, it's not an ideal situation to be in, but I'm sure the Browns, understanding how badly they want to get out of that Deshaun Watson, contract and failure that it was, realize, that, hey, it's not the ideal time, but maybe almost anything right now is better than the alternative.